Okay, after you open the refrigerator and everything, I'm not gonna mess with it right now, but after you open the refrigerator and you read all the settings, what they're forgetting to tell you is, on your settings bar, this is your refrigerator and this is your freezer. So for it to even operate the freezer, you have to get the refrigerator to the desired temperature. But to even do that, you have to, this little button right here, there's like a freeze thing that has to be activated. You can turn it off, I guess, if it's just on refrigerator mode, or you take the little cupboard out of it. It'll tell you about it in the manual. But it has this make sure that's on, and then you drop it down to -4 degrees, well, damn near as far as you can go. And then, but it starts off at standard 32 degrees on each side, on both sides. Once again, it's the VEVOR, the VEVOR. I got the 58 quart one, but you have to, this is the freezer and this is the refrigerator. And the refrigerator won't go all the way down to 32 unless you drop the freezer this little thing right here. You have to make it go down to -4 to even get it to go for the refrigerator to go to 32. But after you get this set to 32 or 34 or whatever, 36, then your freezer will activate. But it won't activate until you get your refrigerator temperature accurate, and then you have to I forgot what I was supposed to say. Anyways, then your freezer will activate, but when it like I say, when it first starts off, it'll be on 32 on both sides. But and this is max mode, and then the green dot is eco mode. Eco mode is not going to get it to power up as fast, but if you leave it on max mode, it'll get the job done a little steadier. And then after you drop this to 32, after you drop this down to 40, your refrigerator should kick in. It should get down to 30 degrees, 32 degrees, or 34, whatever, 36, whatever you want it to be at. And then it'll kick on your freezer, but your freezer won't kick on until you get your refrigerator to cool. And if you don't need your freezer, you can take the little cupboard out of this and use you can take the freezer part off and just keep it cool. Or even if you put the cupboard back in, you can still have it on freeze mode to keep it, for sure, to make it sure that it's cold, to stay cold. It doesn't get warm over time. But like I say, I would still before you take it out, I would make sure that you would drop the degree on it before you take the cupboard out, because the cupboard has a sensor. So you pull that sensor. After you pull that sensor out, you can't mess with the freezer anymore. That's it. Like, you can't touch it. So that's about it. And then it'll get running. It'll get running like spick and span. I can't open mine because it's still trying to kick in. It took me like an hour to figure out what I was doing wrong. But yeah, thank you. The VEVOR, I got the 58 quart one. But like I said, the manual, a lot of the stuff that comes from the factory, it's not, the instructions aren't all the way accurate on how to give you exact detail. But thank you for watching.